All right, all right, all right. Peace and Palo Santo sticks. Happy risings, happy moon day, all that good stuff. Thank you everybody for tuning into my channel today. Today we're going to do a pick a card. I told you I wasn't coming back until my audio was right. So my audio is better. And then I've added some, new little stuff to my background just to make my reading experience a little bit more enjoyable, easier on the eyes, easier on the ears, all that good stuff. But today, like I said, we're going to do a pick a card. We're working with Oracle, and the two different decks that I want to work with today is the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. I really love this deck of cards. I love the author too because I just love the fact that she took these African goddesses and really gave them a voice. It kind of starts off with giving you the backstory on the African goddess and then the guidance to you. That African goddess guidance is to you, and I really love that. So we're going to work with this deck of cards, and then we're also going to work with the Lovers Oracle deck. Okay. All right. So let's just hop right on into it. So for card number one or pick number one, 111 on the timer, as I said that. We have opal. Okay, so this is for deck one. All right. Then here we have orange calcite. This is for deck two. And then we have the sunstone. And that's for deck three. Okay. So make your choices, make your decisions, and we're going to get right into it. Okay. So starting with whoever picked the opal deck one, we're going to get started now. We're going to start with African Goddess Rising. Okay. All right. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe, clear and accurate messages for pal number one, for those who picked the opal card. What is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? Please block out any interferences as I get these messages across. And just allow me to open up my third eye so I can dive deeper into my intuition to give further clarification of the cards that come out today. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. Yeah, but I hope all y'all's having a really, really good day thus far. Mondays is not my favorite days of the week, but I'm here. I'm showing up. I'm showing up. As far oh, well then bend the cards up then. Why don't you? Um, I know when I started my readings last week. In my eyes, I wasn't ready to start yet. I just felt like I'm a Gemini moon. I'm a Gemini sun. I'm a Gemini moon. So I'm very indecisive. I'm in my head a lot. I'm an air sign, obviously. So I'm in my head very often. And I just kept coming up with reasons like, oh, I'm not ready to put out any content yet. Like I've been doing personal readings for quite some time. But as far as like, public readings on my channel, that is definitely a personal goal of mine. And I just kept telling myself like, oh, I'm not really ready to start yet, but I do readings for myself personally, and some of the tea that I got from this deck in particular was stop waiting to be ready, which is why I just decided to do my reading, knowing that my audio didn't sound good, knowing that I didn't feel like I was necessarily ready, but Spirit told me that I was. And it's so funny how when you're standing in your purpose and you're doing what it is that Spirit is guiding you to do, or you're, really taking the advice to those intuitive nudges that you get. I know me, Spirit communicates with me through numbers very often, but it's like when you listen to those intuitive nudges, Spirit blesses you because it's like I put those readings out, even though I wasn't the most happy with them because of I didn't like the quality of my reading. Um, it's like Spirit still rewarded me for it. I probably made more or less last week or within the last week and some change than I've made in quite some time. So it's like it's just funny how the universe blesses you in those ways when you listen to Spirit. You know. But anywho, let's get started here. I think we good and shuffle up. I'm a person who like to run my mouth while I shuffle, so we ain't just listening to dead ear and shuffling. Okay? All right, Spirit. Clear and accurate messages for pile number one. For those who picked the opal card, what is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? First card we got is Mom Lumba. I'm going to be honest, y'all. So these are African names. So a lot of times I be really butchering the pronunciation of the names, but I'll be trying. Just bear with me. We have Mum Lumba Self Sabotage. I love these cards. I just think they're so beautiful and in depth. Okay. All right. So this is what we. That's the first card we have. Anything else, Spirit? For pile number one, for those who chose the opal card, what else is it that their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors want them to know at this time? Son of a bitch. Said here, here, here. Okay, so y'all got three cards. I didn't even, that wasn't my intention to take three cards, but here we are. All right. Okay, so the next card we have was Segment, Wounded Healer. And then the very last card we have is Desire. Okay. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see what the textbook definition of these um, cards are, and then we'll go from there. All right, so let's find this beautiful goddess and see what her advice is to you. I'm still determining, like, if I want to give you guys the backstory on the goddess itself, but I was like, I might as well. It's like Mom Lambo 48. Okay, so maybe I was pronouncing it wrong. I laugh at myself when I try to pronounce these names, honestly. Okay, so we have Shadow of Self-Sabotage. Her symbol is shadows, her element is bush. So it says Shadow Monster. Mom Lambo is the brain-sucking, snake-like, water-dwelling Zulu goddess of rivers. It's not a very touching backstory, but there you go. All right, it says you are holding her guidance to you is you are holding yourself apart from your blessings. What ancient pain are you trying to stuff down, numb, ignore, or avoid? What does your self sabotage help you to avoid? I'm going to stop right here just because the second card is Wounded Healer. So, what I'm getting right now, already just off the top, is that there's some healing that needs to be done for this particular group of people that pick this opal card. And it's like my advice while you're going through a healing process when it comes to suppressing emotions, it does not help you heal. It just doesn't. Like you're suppressed, you have to feel to heal. So sometimes it's like, I know for me personally, there's been times where it's like I could be hurting over something and it's like I don't want to like I look at it as I don't want to dwell on it because I don't want to claim that energy. But the reality of the situation is the only way that you can let pain pass is to feel it. You have to feel to heal. But anyway, that was just my intuitive message. I'll go back to the textbook message. It says your inner saboteur is clever. Seductive patterns of behavior block your path and your power. Distractions, addictions, cravings, and unhealthy habits will not bring you your best. So just trying to find different vices to get through whatever pain it is that you're experiencing is not going to get you to where you need to be. It's self-sabotaging. You're sabotaging yourself by that type of behavior. All right, it says your inner bully is the voice telling you you messed up. The part of you that is jealous, the anger you don't know what to do with, your stuck inner procrastinator, and your toxic relationship choices. It says, stop terrorizing yourself with broken promises of discipline. Instead, choose devotion to your chosen pathways. What inspired action can you take today? Goddess declaration. I have compassion for myself. So Spirit is saying, like, be gentle with yourself. Sometimes we go through things and it's just like we can be our worst critics. Like, why the fuck would I do something like that? Why the fuck would I date him? I knew he wasn't shit and I knew this, that, and the third, and all these niggas things. Like, don't don't be so hard on yourself. It's like everything that happens in our life, like regardless if like especially when it comes to the dark times, there's lessons attached to that. So sometimes it's just like when you don't see the lesson that's attached to it, it just seems like a real fucked up situation. But honestly, fucked up situations is what bring growth and new life. Like, it has to, in order to produce, new life and trees and sunshine and butterflies and rainbows, it has to storm. So, you have to look at some of your dark times as blessings. And it's obviously way easier said than done because we are human. But Spirit is just saying, don't be so hard on yourself. That's what I'm hearing right now. We're going to go into the next card, and that is Sekhmet, Wounded Healer. Wounded Healer. So I don't know why I'm getting this feeling of like I'm talking to a group of people that have, the capacity to heal others, to help others, to uplift others. But you're going through a dark time right now with this self-sabotage card. And it's so funny because people that are healers, we feel stuff so much, and I consider myself to be a healer as well. We feel things so much deeper than other people that our dark times can be really hard, honestly, really heavy, really hard on us. But let's go to I flipped right to it. Sekhmet. It says her temple is warriors, her element is fire. Sekhmet is the fierce ancient Egyptian goddess of war, the sun and healing. She carries life force in her palm with the power to create or destroy. With the power to create or destroy. Her advice to you is heal thyself. Everyone gets your best except you. You are a healer among your tribe. Stop putting your needs last. That's another thing with healers. When it comes to being a healer, you just have a tendency to you prioritize yourself first. You prioritize other people first. And that's honestly, it's a form of self-sabotage. When you're putting other people before yourself all the time, you're not prioritizing your own needs, your own health, your own the own different things that make you happy. It's a form of self-sabotage. And Spirit is telling you to get out of that so you can heal. And then you'll be able to tap into your desires. And I feel like that's why that's the last card in the deck. But anywho, I'm in the spread. The last card in the spread. I feel like that's why that's there. Give me 1 second. 1 second, people. Okay. All right, we're back running. All right. So it says, stop putting your needs last. Now, when did you decide to become a martyr? Take a breath. Wounded healers hold sadness, rage, and fears of brokenness. Being a warrior wasn't a choice for our beloved foremothers. They did the best they could. But being a goddess warrior for us is knowing that we have the choice not to fight all the time. Deep dive questions. What are your swords? The weapon you use to fight. And what are your shields? The ways you defend yourself. Dare to lay the burdens down along with your swords and shields. Goddess declaration. It is safe to put myself first. And I was just saying that. Spirit is saying it is safe for you to put yourself first. And that's what you need to do. Put yourself first. Put yourself first. So y'all, I just want to show y'all I do have like a really cute card holder or whatever, but I don't know why. Like sometimes it's like if you got a method that works for you, and it's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I've been sticking with my Glade candle because it just makes more sense with me. Now I was using this, because like I said, I've been trying to make my readings look cute or whatever, but I just felt like the Glade candle was so much better personally. But whatever. All right. So we have Nagami. I think that's what it says. I think that's Nagami, something like that. All right, she's on 16. Let's see what she got to say. This is a really good message so far. All right. So we have Nagambi. So just some backstory of her. Her temple is conjurers. Her element is air. It says Nagami is the triple moon goddess of the Ashanti. Every new day, this mother goddess rebirths the sun, shooting life into us with her moon bow. Her lunar rays illuminate souls. All right. So Nagami's guidance to you is to dream bigger. What is I don't know if y'all ever seen that little meme where it's like, what it say? Think big, bitch. That's what I heard when think big, bitch. That's what I heard when I read that. But anyway, it says dream bigger. Puny desires constrict you. Your desires create your life. So allow them to flow boldly. It says, when do you really desire? Get specific. See it, smell it, feel it, call it now. What you desire desires you. That's all about the law of attraction. In order for you, like, and I think